Smart shells of the Russian-made Tornado-S multiple launch rocket system, MLRS, can reliably destroy enemy pinpoint targets resistant to drones, the state tech corporation Rostec told TASS. Russian military bloggers uploaded videos on their Telegram channels showing the destruction of a river crossing built by Ukrainian engineer troops. The crossing over the river was built using a heavy mechanized bridge. The video shows that initially several FPV drones delivered strikes at the bridge, but they left only small holes in the crossing and the ferry kept functioning. Nonetheless, the Ukrainian Army's bridge was reliably destroyed by precision strikes of the Tornado-S MLRS. When kamikaze drones cannot cope with the task, a no less precise but much more powerful shell of the Tornado-S system comes into operation. A 300mm shell fired to a distance of several dozen kilometers accurately hit the crossing without any deviation. As a result, the bridge's strong metal framework capable of withstanding 60-ton military equipment broke into two parts. Tornado-S guided shells have today become some of the most effective means of hitting pinpoint targets in the zone of the special military operation, Rostec stressed. The Tornado-S multi-target rocket system, similar to the US-made HIMARS, can strike opponent positions at longer ranges and inside enemy territories. In a statement on February 20th, Rostec State Corporation, which is marketing this weapon system to Gulf nations, explained the capabilities of the Tornado-S multi-target rocket system. The Tornado-S control system unit enables each munition to have a unique flight assignment, allowing the combat vehicle to salvo attack several targets. Based on a strapped-down inertial navigation system, the system can allocate a flight range and trajectory to each MLRS projectile. The effective range of the precision strike rockets is greater than 100 kilometers. Furthermore, the accuracy of Tornado-S projectiles is 15 to 20 times greater than that of the Smerch predecessor's munitions. Due to its deployment in Ukraine, the weapon system has been in the spotlight in the past few months. The weapon system was billed as an effective counterbalance to the American HIMARS MLRS. The capabilities of the American HIMARS MLRS and the Russian Tornado-S were previously evaluated in an article by the Eurasian Times. Yuri Nutov, a Russian military expert, previously described it as far more potent than HIMARS, claiming that it has a shooting range of 120 kilometers and can direct each missile individually. The 300mm caliber MLRS Tornado-S, also known as 9K515 Tornado-S, is a significant upgrade to this Smerch system. The weapon system has onboard control and communication systems and an automated guidance and fire control system. The Tornado-S uses a brand new guidance and fire control system, a Suno, with several key enhancements. It has improved target designation, data exchange capabilities, and quicker and more precise estimates of aiming angles and other attributes. Besides that, technology for feeding data into missile homing heads has also been developed. Earlier, the Russian Defense Ministry has publicized tests of its new Tornado-S precision missile, which takes GLONASS data input for its target and flies in squads capable of taking out dispersed enemy formations. The missile comes in a multiple launch rocket system, MLRS, that can fire up to 12 missiles simultaneously in a coordinated attack. A recent Pravda video boasts that the GLONASS data imparts 1-meter target accuracy, though it does not specify the range at which this accuracy is achieved. It further asserts that the Tornado-S can be considered the most powerful weapon after the atomic bomb. The Tornado-S missile can turn to the target in flight, following preset, GLONASS-derived parameters. There is the main fire direction and the depression angle is calculated for each missile. Expert Viktor Murakovsky stated for an Izvestia story on the topic. It is similar to the vertical launch of anti-aircraft missiles. They are popped up by a gunpowder pressure accumulator, and the depression generator then switches on to turn the missile to the target. The MLRS missile leaves the guide and turns to the necessary angle by the azimuth. The salvo is thus distributed along the front line, he said. An MLRS guides a package of missiles to one point. According to the Russian Ministry of Defense, in modern warfare, troops and hardware never concentrate in one place near the front line. Artillery, air defense, armored vehicles and infantry are deployed at a distance from each other. The new missiles can hit a group of targets at a major distance from each other in one salvo, as the simultaneously launches projectiles diverge in flight, each according to its input GLONASS-based target data. The system can automatically receive and process information from reconnaissance vehicles or drones. It does not need to be input by the operator. Tornado-S has an upgraded launcher with automatic fire controls and guided and unguided longer-range missiles. The new MLRS has GLONASS satellite communications and automatic guidance and fire control system. The operator has to put in coordinates, engage the guides, and fire. It is not necessary to manually put in the data. The launcher always knows its coordinates due to GLONASS, and the computer can calculate the parameters for target destruction. Communication equipment transmits weather, air, and missile defense data from the headquarters. They are taken into account in planning the strike. The 9M54 series of guided missiles are designed to be fired from the modernized Tornado-S MLRS, as described, offering a precision strike capability, which one Russian source describes as putting an end to the issue of Russian missile defense and artillery domination over the rocket artillery battalions of NATO ground forces, which have GMLRS and HIMARS. The 9M54 series missiles reportedly have a circular error probable CEP of 7 to 15 m, whereas 9M55 series rockets, for example, are capable of only minor course correction and have a reported CEP of 150 m. Russia's adoption of the Tornado-S has also been presented in terms of competition with Ukraine. Just last year, News Tula described the development of this weapon as enabling Russia to fend off the capabilities of the Ukrainian MLRS Alderam. At least 2 9M54 series cluster munitions have been developed. From an examination of the munition remnant found in Pokrovsk alone, it is unclear whether the munition in this case is the 9M544 model or the 9M549 model. These look nearly identical and are primarily differentiated by the submunition they deliver. The 9M544 reportedly delivers 552 HETFRAG, what would typically be called Pikmin the West, submunitions, whereas the 9M549 delivers 72 HEFRAG anti-personnel submunitions. An analysis of reported warhead weights, submunition weights, and submunition quantities, as well as an analysis of other remnants suggests that the 9M544 most likely carries 3B30 submunitions, which have previously been identified in Ukraine during the recent Russian invasion. Nonetheless, the details, including the number of submunitions, remain unconfirmed.